I say howdy.
I say yo.
Welcome to the Big Book Bros. You already know how it is. If y'all coming from his this Country Rican last stream, let me let y'all know this is the Big Book Bros. We talk about everything geek related, anime, manga, movies, is everything for entertainment. So this is our new again. We're doing another episode every weekly. We're gonna try to see how everything goes and run through. I'm gonna set some ground rules again. If y'all haven't seen it, this is the first time you just want to check in, or this is the old video. We will not really be talking about dogs unless it is something that is relevant or related, or Mr. Country Rican just wants to talk about it and get big props. But obviously, if y'all seen his last stream, his last video, he's talking about everything. He's always gonna talk about the dog. So if you come right here, be like, hey, what's the price? Can you do this, and that? Y'all spread all this information, hate.
I'm talking about dogs.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna be blocked, or we're just gonna ignore you. So we're gonna do no for real, because you already know we've been doing so many streams, so you should know the rules and setups. But
I was just laughing because I ain't finna block them, but
well, we meant mute. We're gonna definitely mute. We're definitely gonna mute or put you off the topic. But I'm Big Mike. I'll be helping around the scenes, and we're just gonna start talking, see how things go, and just keep it up, keep the move on. So last week I talked about Full Metal Alchemist, which I recommend just for everybody, new, old,
highly recommend.
And anime watchers, manga readers. I was like, this is my top series. I was like, this is the series you need to do. So this one, I'm gonna take it old school. So and then I brought in the manga book too, just kind of show y'all the visuals. I'm taking it back old school with 1987. This was like Capcom's biggest gaming franchise, and I'm not talking about Street Fighter. I'm talking about the other head icon for Capcom. If you don't know what I'm talking about Mega Man. So this one, however, I'm talking about the Mega Man Giga Mix series. It's a mouthful. I know. I said Mega Man Giga Mix series, and I just want to bring in the book, the graphic novel right here. Beautiful artwork. And one thing I want to let you know about this, the Mega Man Giga Mix series. The one biggest thing, this was like one of my first 3 mangas / graphic novels that I ever bought. Like this was like the first, like, hey, I was a little kid in Barnes and Noble, and then I seen this. I've been playing Mega Man games since I was little. I seen all about it, and I was like, oh, that's Mega Man. And it was a thick book, but it's old. I mean, it's wear and tear. This sucker right here is like, oh my god, this sucker is like 100-year-old, but I still got the old cover. Got Dr. Wily on there, but one thing I want to give a big shout out to artist for it, Hitoshi Ariga. He's been the character designer, video game developer for Capcom and Mega Man for a decade. So all these characters that I'm about to show you, or the series, oh my gosh, he's done it from the video games, he's done it from like the movies, animated, the anime, all those stuff right there that he has created. He's done it there, and then he put it in art form. So give me just one moment, because I'm trying to pull this up. You get everything all up and going. Alrighty. Anyways, the Mega Man Gigamax series. So this series is short. There's 3 volumes you can get. But the series was created back in 2011, and it ended roughly around 2012. So again, I said it's 3 manga volumes. One thing I do want to say that I love with the story, it's original, it's canon, and also there's alternate endings and different bosses. So it's like the whole shebang bang. And one thing I just want to say about it, some of the characters and people they're talking about is from the original Mega Man game series. So I was like, oh shoot, I definitely can roll with that. So one thing that it covers like the gaming events of like Mega Man 3 through 8, and that's 5 different games, and they cover that in like 3 big books. And I just love it. It's old school, it's corny, it's action, it's comedy. Like they got some of the, I like that little design. They're like 2 evil robots across the stars.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, some of those, and then those 2 robots, they were like in the Mega Man 7. I believe that's 7 or 8. So it covers a lot. So a couple of chapters, they'll be bringing and showing bosses from different series. There are original bosses in here, which is like they're called the Star Droids, and it sounds really weird. I'm gonna be saying a lot of stuff that people don't know, but I guess I should tell you a little history of it. The Mega Man series, it talks about a robot, of course, Mega Man, or alternative Rockman. And really, the basic gist of it is, he's going to fight and destroy these evil robots that are made by Dr. Wily or Willie, whoever you want to call him. And Dr. Willie, he makes his own robots, and he used to be a partner with Mega Man's creator, Dr. Light. So he's the old school villain, like Dr. Willie. He got all the evil bosses.
What's isn't Dr. Wily also the name of the guy from Sonics?
No, that's Dr. Robotnik and aka Dr. Eggman. No, it's all good. But this actually is in one of the Sonic comics. I'm gonna have to pull it up. That might be for my next list. There's a crossover series with the universe because Sonic has its own universe.
That's dope.
But Dr. Wily, the skinny dude with the evil mustache, he had his own creation for robots. And I mean, when there's hundreds, there's hundreds, and they all, you got like Rockman. Well, of course that's Mega Man. There's Cutman, Gutsman, Blade Man. It's like everything that's got to end with man because it's corny, cartoonish.
Cutman's one of my favorites. Cutman and Rockman.
Yes. So they got some good stuff, and then one of my that's what I said. I just love how it covers the game series. So like if you read it and pick, you read some of it, you be like, oh, I've seen him. That character can be from like Mega Man 4, Mega Man 5, and that's what I said. It covers the boss and the stories from 3 through 8. And I didn't even realize it until I saw some characters, or I was playing the video games. I was like, who this? And I was like, what's going on? And I was like, if I read the book, that's canon. You know what I'm saying? It's a canon book. It's made by the official creator and the game designer, and it has its own ending. Well, also has an alternate ending with extra bosses. I was like, a little kid. I was like, that's more than the candy store. You just piling on top. Like, you can't have nothing better than that. And it's cheap too. So back in the day, this sucker right here. This is like $14. And I already said there's 3 volumes. I couldn't find the other. There's probably somewhere in storage. I mean, you probably got over 100 pages right here. This right here, back in the day, is $14. You can get the complete 3 sets, the volumes, really for $10, like total. Or you can get it for about $5 each. There's some that come with cover art, cover boxes. I mean, it got it all. But shoot, hold on, my bad. I'm getting my throat all sore. But one thing I wanted to bring out, definitely the Mega Man series. Because I was like, what's something that people kind of know or people really love, and I was like, I gotta show this off, and especially that's what I said. It's beautiful artwork. It's really funny. They did pretty good with the series. Like this character right here. I don't know who he's called. Sunstar. This dude is literally a robot that got the power of the sun. I said, oh man, you can't go wrong with that. Let me pull that up. Oh, right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's dope. He's got a mask. I like his helmet.
Yeah, so they got some crazy stuff, and it was good. So,
Mike,
what's up?
When did you get that? What is that? Is that a poster?
Oh man, I'm glad you asked because I thought
that is dope.
All right, so that poster behind me, because I'm gonna try to change it up. One thing that you're gonna know about me, and he can already testify for you. I am a huge Monster Hunter fan. So that right there, I'm gonna pull it up. Is my Monster Hunter poster. It's one of my favorite posters on there. So that red wiring is called Rathalos. That's like the head icon. That's the head icon, the most popular monster. But that's my Monster Hunter poster. So yeah, a lot of people that know me, that's what I say. If you don't know about the anime and stuff like that, if you ask me my number 1 video game, Monster Hunter. I already say Monster Hunter, and that's a whole nother video. Like I will not describe Monster Hunter because that video gonna be like over an hour, and I can't do that. We ain't gonna be doing that with that runtime. But that poster behind me is Monster Hunter, and I'm gonna try to change it up every time we do a stream. But anyways, I got a little sidetrack. The Mega Man. It's called the Mega Man Giga Mix series. Like I said, it's 3 volumes. It's cheap. Like this is something that I recommend for anybody. Hold up. This is something that I recommend for anybody that's again, if you're new to the mangas, if you're an old person, you're a veteran, you collect your series, or if you want to get something for the kids and just something to entertain you. Like that's what I say, you can brush off and read that series in maybe like 20-30 minutes if you really just trying to skim it through. But that's something that I definitely had in my collection because when I was moving, I had to throw away a lot of my mangas, but I was like, I could not get rid of that.
Mike,
yo,
do you know who that is?
What's up?
Chaos Guns 88.
Hold up.
Because he talked about found you guys.
Hold up, let me pull them up. Now I'm pulling it up. Hold up.
So I didn't know if you told him or something about
Shoot.
the channel.
I got that. I got that delay over here, so I don't see the top chat. Hold up. What they say?
They just said found you guys, and that's why I was wondering if you knew him because he went ahead and I didn't know if maybe you told somebody about the channel and that's.
Oh, you already know. I'll be telling people on Well, I don't want them to give out their personal information, but if they know me from the Instagram, Snapchat. I just want to give a big shout out. If you just followed us, again, a crazy good shout out. Thank you for just watching. That's to say, I don't really want you to put your name on there. Because of course,
Chaos Guns. His name is Chaos Guns 8th Gate.
Chaos Guns 8th Gate. Oh, that's he was on the other live stream. He was one of the last people on the live stream because he was asking about do we do live Q&As? And real quick, Chaos, yes. And that's why I said if you missed the intro or if you've seen our last videos, we're gonna try to do this every weekend, and especially with Country Rican, he's gonna try to help and he'll title the episode, be like, "Hey, Big Brick Bros, episode," and we usually do the live streams around 9, and that's what I said. We do it on the weekends on Saturday. We'll give you updates, especially if you want to follow me on Instagram. Big Mike _1003. Go follow me because I'll try to do quickly updates to let you know. Just keep following on the YouTube page, Greco Bullet Camp, to see what he posts. He'll probably talk about it. But again, thanks for looking at the stream. Just want to talk. But yeah, that's what I said. We'll try to do it every weekend around 9. We'll try to switch it up. We might start doing weekdays. We don't know, but we're just talking. Like we're just gonna talk. And if y'all want to talk about something, I gotcha. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, thank you, JB. But anyway, see, look, I got all sidetracked. The Mega Man Giga Mix series. Like I said, I recommend for anybody, young, old, whoever, if you know a little bit about the Mega Man series or you just like the video game, because I love the old school, it was one of the first shooting games I had, the side-scrolling shooting games. I highly recommend it. And okay, I'll watch you reload my nice, congrats. If you want to throw, a suggestion of me want to talk about what me want to talk about next episode, go ahead, drop that comment on there, and I'll try to see if I can do my research or I'll talk about it on the live. But anyways, yeah, the Gig Max series, like I said, phenomenal. It came from the artwork and story came from the original character designer, not the creator, but the character designer that's done the video game, the series. And I mean, you can't go wrong with it. I said you really can't go wrong. It's a lot, and as I say, it's lighthearted, it's nice. It got some sad stuff in here. It's not too gruesome. Like, what I'm saying, you're just gonna be deaf, but these robots, but still, you can look at it as a human. It's entertaining. It's entertaining. So one thing that I did like is they did more on the story of Proto Man. So Proto Man, if y'all know, it's like the red robot. They got like the scarf. He's kind of mysterious. You'll see a little bit more on his background. You really see more on Mega Man and how he working with other the villains / heroes, all the other robots. And that's all it is. That's all you can work on. So like towards the end, when they started doing the editing, they had some of the character designs for the next series. I can't even tell you the name. I can't even tell you the names, but some of these robots towards the end, they'll start doing. They're for like the next Mega Man series. So, like I said, it's from 3 through 8. Right now, Mega Man got 10. So, like some of these character designs, they were from the other. They're from like the old series, the new series. Yeah, let me move my thumb.
Michael, quick question.
Yo,
who is the artist? Because that art is dope.
It's by Hitoshi Ariga. He's the head of the art design, and that's what I said. Well, I keep loving it. Hitoshi, like I said, he was the character designer for the video game of the Mega Man series, and let me. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna praise Satoshi. He's also one of the lead character designers for Pokemon. Ooh. I love that. However, he works more with Capcom, not with the Nintendo and the Game Freak company, but he still gives suggestions to other Pokemon. So Hitoshi does phenomenal work.
Has he done other mangas that you're aware of?
The other manga by Hitoshi is the Big O manga. Big O is a classic anime as well back in the 90s. It does with robot. I can't really tell you all of it.
Is that the Disney movie?
Big O? No,
Yeah.
that's Big Hero 6. Big O's an anime. It does with detectives and robots. But however, he's one of the main Hitoshi's one of the main lead artists. He does have assistants. I ain't gonna butcher the names. I really recommend just looking at it because I don't know. Yeah, I can't. I'm not trying to butcher these names. I don't want people getting on me on YouTube comments. Just
Any of them stick out to you, like as far as like from other works that they've done?
What's up?
Do any of the other names that from his assistants, do any of them stick out like from other works that they've done?
Nah, the biggest one is definitely Hitoshi because he's on the front page, and that's what I said. It was this whole series. It was created by the by Cat. It's funded by the Capcom series and the Mega Man series. Like I knew this was like the official like, yo, this is something like this is the closest you get. This is the closest you're gonna get to the main series, and that's all you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? It's like Bob Kane making. Like a Batman, you know what I'm saying, man? Like I'm making another type of Batman series. And of course you got assistants, there's other people in it, but it's like, okay, this is the foundation. This is what you're gonna get. So, and as I said, it covers this covers the video game series, Mega Man 3 through 8, and it's really subtle. So that's to say, if you don't play the video games a lot, there's different bosses, but once you start seeing it, you're just like, oh, okay, I've seen that. Oh, there's a reason why he's there. This is why this, and that. And let's say the plot's simple. When we play the Mega Man games, robots are being evil. You got to get Dr. Wily. Stuff is going out of control. There's a big boss, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go wrong with it. There are other Mega Man mangas out there, like I said, with the other Mega Man series. There's like ZX. It's not bad. A lot of people like the Z. There's Mega Man Zeros. I don't really follow much of those because I know that's a different timeline. But I just like the classic Mega Man. I do like the Mega Man NT Warrior or the Mega Man Battle Network or Warriors. That series, I had all 13 mangas, but they've been trashed. Like I can't recover those. But that series was based on the other Mega Man series. So that's what I said. A lot of people, if they don't know, Mega Man just like 5-6 different versions of him. So it's all depending what you like.
Have you read them all?
The Mega Man NT Warrior series, I have. The Mega Man Gigamix, I have read the Mega Man Mega Mix. So like, and the Mega Man ZX Guide. So like, hold up. So like the ZX, that's the ZX version. I had like the old DS games. It looks weird. Yeah, this one's definitely more anime trope.
Yeah,
that Mega Man got like red hair, red armor, blonde hair, got swords, all that crazy.
I've seen that one.
Yeah,
he has a sword, and it like I guess like sometimes like maybe because of the effects, it looks like a flame.
Yep. So then also Hitoshi also had the Mega Man. The Mega Mix, which hold on, let me see if I can.
Did Hitoshi do all of them or just some of them?
Hitoshi did the Mega Man Mega Mix and the Mega Man Giga Mix. The Mega Mix is going to be covering the first 3 of the Mega Man series, and then the Giga Mix, like I said, the Giga Mix covers 3 through 8, and that was like 8 was the last of the game series of that time frame because right now Mega Man is like on Mega Man 10 or 11. But he done the main ones, like the main ones that's canon. The Mega Man ZX is from a different author and character designer, Shin Ogino. I ain't never heard of him, and I did research. It's this another quick series, but I do, like I said, I'd highly recommend. That's what I say. If you're a classic gamer, or you like those classic stuff, especially from Capcom, like Street Fighters, the Dark Stalkers, all those classic early 80s, 90s stuff, and of course the Mega Man, because that's what I said, Mega Man is also the top icon for Capcom. You can't go wrong spending $10-15 for over 300 pages that covers 3 through 8, 5 game series, and it's original artwork, and it comes from this funding from the old studio as well. Like, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, that's this. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You can get a whole different you know, so that's another thing. If you get like a manga or comic book based on a video game, you're gonna have your different taste. So you be like, man, this ain't canon. I'll be like, man, this is trash. I'll be like, it's filler, you know, ain't no point, you know, ain't no nah, this is that's the full thing that comes from the video game story, and then they had the answers for, you know, what wasn't there, or they, you know, they added, you know, some secret bosses or whatever, but it was like, okay, this is how it is. So I love it. I love it. Something quick and easy, you know, cheap. So you can't go wrong with it.
Michael, out of the Mega Man mangas that you have read, out of those, you know,
All the ones I was talking about.
which ones, like, what's your top three and what's your favorite?
My top three, I will say the Mega Man NT Warrior, or aka the Mega Man Battle Network Warrior manga series. That's 13 volumes. The Mega Man Gigamix series. And then I also like the Mega Man Megamix series. The reason why I chose the Mega Man NT Warrior is from nostalgia, and you know the Mega Man NT Warrior, they had about, oh man, they had about maybe 9 or 10 of their own games. So the Mega Man NT Warrior, that started hitting in the early 2000s, and they had video games from the Game Boy Advance through the DS. You know, and I played them. I played almost all of them. I remember that was a hard game. Like, you know, when you play different Mega Man games, they're all not going to be like the same side scrolling. Like, no, like trust me, no. There's different styles to play, and this just blew my mind. I love the NT Warrior series because that's the first manga series that I bought the full collection. You know, because I remember I getting them from Barnes and Noble, and I had to wait months and actually a year to get all my selection for them. But and during that time, that's when I really started getting my taste into mangas and what kind of art styles that I like. However, I am pissed because I was a little kid. You know, most of them got in the trash. They got water. They got bent, burnt. You know, I can't find them. I might recover one or two. I don't know. I mean, I could still have some in Kentucky. Who knows? You know, they could be in the store somewhere. But the NT Warrior series or the Battle Network series, I highly recommend. One thing with that series, I remember back in 2018 and 17, they were going to reprint them, the mangas. They were going to reprint them. I do not know if they reprinted them to go to the U.S. Because I remember there was a little issue with Capcom. Because with Mega Man and the Capcom series, it hasn't been the way it's been. Like the relationship with Mega Man and Capcom is probably like the relationship DC got with some of the Justice League in their comics. It's not, I mean, it's all about marketing. And that's what I said, you know, you got a classic game right now from 1987, but not everybody gonna play the same side-scrolling game. So I'm not gonna get into that. It's been muddy, but I don't know with the Battle Network series. I don't know if they reprint them back in the US. I can go look at it when you start talking. I can try to figure out, but those are going to be cheap too. You know, it's probably maybe about probably $8, depending on the series. So if you get 12 or 13 of them, or you can get a big collection, you ain't gonna spend nothing. Probably about, you know, probably close to, you know, $80, 100. It all depends on where you get it from. I can't guarantee all the stuff that's there. The Gigamix, my number 2, the Mega Man Gigamix, Gigamix. Again, that's the classic Mega Man series, but that's why I said it's by, you know, the official character designer. It has the original story with alternate story, and then the alternate story, the alternate boss, the alternate, you know, the way the people are is canon. Like, I was like, cool, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you can't go wrong with original new stuff, and it's official. Like, this ain't no, and that's what I said, this ain't no fanfic or fan try to help out. You know, it was like, it's official by the Capcom team, by the Mega Man series team, and by their own character designer. I was like, heck yeah. Number 3 was the Mega Man Mega Mix, and the only reason why it's the third, because like I said, it does cover the 1 through 3 issues. You know, from the Mega Man video games 1 through 3, and then plus at that time, I kind of had a general idea of what the story was, because I knew how Mega Man was. You know, he got to fight the evil robot bosses, arrest Dr. Wily or try to grab him. There's going to be a big boss or a big creation that he had, and then either aliens or something crazy is going to happen towards the end, and then that's how it ends. But again, you know, you can't go wrong with that either. So if you want to be, you want to get both of the collections, by Hitoshi Ariga, the Mega Man Gigamix and the Mega Man Mega Mix. I mean, you can't go wrong. And with the Mega Mix, there are also 3 volumes. So right now you'll get, you know, 6 volumes. And if you look at it from the right website and the right price, you'll get 6 issues. You could probably pay only $20. You know,
Michael,
yeah.
on here, I'm looking at it right now on
What's
the Mega
up?
Mix. They have issue or volume 3 for $7 used. They have Mega Man. No, that's Master Mix. I thought that was it. No, that's a different one. But yeah, they got them on here. I'm trying to see if I see any more of them. I thought I saw a couple of them, but no, I was just one.
Nah, you good. But that's what I'm saying. It's cheap, it's nice, and I mean you can't go wrong with it. I mean you could look, and that's what I say. Yeah, you can Google them up. The special boxes. I know there's some special boxes that comes with its own cover art. Collection box. You know, you probably spent $20-$30 on those. You know.
Yeah, they got the first one right here for $9.
See, so you can't go wrong. $9-$10 on one manga series. You know, how many pages I'm looking at right here? Hold up.
Trying to see if I can find the third one. That's the last one.
You know, I'm looking at least about 100-something pages on here, so I can't go wrong with it. You know, and then too towards the end they'll have an aftermath and a little my bad, had a pop up. It's gonna have an aftermath issues, what happened onward. You know, that's what I said, the series creator. You know, it took all of these series. You know, it takes about a decade into work. Well, he'll even tell you the volume's only been out for all 3 volumes from the Gigamix only took about a year. However, creating and getting this thing funded took about a decade. And I was like, why did it take 10 years to do something that you can get done in 1 year or less? But then they was covering stuff from the video games, the marketing, all the stuff that they can get from the original creators and bosses, and then they put it in there. I said, oh shoot. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's hard work and dedication. Because it's hard when you start funding and making mangas, and especially about video games. And if it ain't gonna sell well, hey, that's just not gonna sell well. But they did good with that series, because I said it caught my eye.
They got the second volume right here for $685 used, $1577 new. So I found all 3 volumes on the Mega.
There you go. So go tell what's one of the websites you're looking for them volumes.
This one right here is abooks.com, and they have, I'm trying to see if they have the first one. Because they got a bunch though, because this right here is here we go. No, that's Mega Man 10, Mega Man Master Mix. They got several other ones. Yeah. I mean, I just Googled it, and I put volume 2, and it just popped up. So I'm sure if you put Mega Man Gigamix volume 1, something will pop up.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's my personal take, because that's what I said. One, that was one of the first manga series that I have bought, and I can really remember. Gosh, yeah, the Mega Man Gigamix. That was the first volume series that I bought. I bought a couple of the Full Metal Alchemist series because I just loved it. I remember I was reading that in the 5th grade. I was like, this is something I can get into. I did like the Mega Man NT Warrior. That was the first manga series collection that I have bought, and I kept it. But again, I'm a little kid from elementary to middle school. Them books was not going to hold up. The only reason why the Gigamix hold up, I keep showing you volume 3. I had the first 2, so the first 2 they gone. I already know they gone, but the third one I kept it. It's a little wear and tear. And that's what I said. I could probably try to sell it to somebody someday, and it's $14. I could sell it to y'all for like $7, $8. That's what I'm saying. They cheap.
I found the first one.
Yeah.
Right? I found the first one. The website is rightstuffanime.com. It's $9.71 for the first one.
See, so you can't go wrong with that. That's to say each book's gonna run you about $8 to $10, so it's good. But that's to say it's my all-time, one of my all-time favorites. I'm not gonna pressure anybody. That's that Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, I'm gonna get on y'all. Be like, look, you need to watch it, read it, just get it, just to have the experience. The Mega Man, as I said, it's iconic. something that so it's a collection. I got it, but do I reread it? Me, no. Only because I know the story is simple. The Mega Man, the original Mega Man. Some of these new Mega Man series, it ain't been so simple, or they've been having issues. Because we ain't gonna get into that, but it's simple, it's fun. That's just something that you can read on a quick downtime, or that's what I said, this added to your collection. Because you can, start a manga collection, and that's what I said, starting a manga collection is probably not going to be as frugal and cheap as a comic collection, because with your comics you can get omnibus, paperback, hardcover, stuff like that. Usually with mangas, you can get your, this is like AKA the paperback. There are some that are hardcovers, but like omnibuses, it depends on how popular it is. And then that's what says, some stuff that you like, they'll cancel the manga series, or they'll stop making it, and then they'll go straight to anime, or the series just cut off and canceled. So that pisses me off, and I'm like, oh my gosh, excuse me, it gets me like so But the Mega Man Gigamix series, yeah, you can't go wrong with that. That's what I said. It's a childhood classic. People, that's what I say. If you like the Mega Man, if you like Capcom, if you kind of see it, you be like, let me go look at it. Spend a quick, 30 minutes, hours, Sunday evening just reading. Or that's what I say, you got something if you want to get your little kids or friends or relatives into, just be like, yo, check this out. Let me try to read it, or let me see what's all about. It's simple. It ain't too much on the plot, like I said. It's going to cover the Gigamix. If you get the 1 through 6, if you get the Gigamix 1 through 3, and you get the Megamix 1 through 3, it'll cover the first 8 video games in that series, like Mega Man 1 through 8, and you just don't realize it. Have I read the Overlord series? Yes, I have read the light novels, and I have seen the anime, and I also see the little spin-off anime, Isekai Quartet. Because the anime studio that has made Isekai Quartet, they're the ones that made the anime for Overlord, Konosuba, the main character, her name is Tanya, and I'm trying to remember. Oh my gosh, that's a brain for. And ReZero. I can't remember the anime that Tanya's from. Tanya's that little magical girl that's like in the World War II era. ReZero, that's the light novel and a manga series. But I seen the, long story short, yes, I've seen the Overlord. Classic. I like it. It's nothing too bad. Is it my all-time favorite? It all depends on what you're looking at. Like if you're talking about strategic, medieval, isekai, isekai is that if you hear me say isekai, that's the genre for anime and mangas where you go to like another world, or a dimension. It's just another world. That's how it is. It usually starts off with the main character either dying, or a portal opens up and you're in a whole another world. One of the first isekais was the Digimon series, about them group of kids, and then suddenly they pop up in the digital world. There's new monsters, new stuff, new life, this and that. So Overlord does really good on it. I won't really get much into the Overlord series because I do need to refresh my memory. Plus, that's what I said. That's something I have to discuss later. But Chaos Guns. If you want me to talk about the Overlord, just type that in the comments, and I'll try to do a little research on it. Or if you asking, yeah, I've seen it. So it's a good series. I ain't gonna lie, I like it. But I'm a classic kid. I'm a classic 90s or early 2000 kid. So I like it. Madhouse did the anime. Ah man, but the manga gets raw. Yeah. Ah shoot, I was wrong. Why did I think it was? Kind of Go Studios? I don't know, but they've done Isekai Quartet, and they included over Madhouse Studios. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Madhouse, and it does get raw. Yeah. So if anybody reading the comments about Overlord, it does get violent. Yeah, it does get violent, and I did say
what like I ain't never heard of Overlord.
So like, Overlord
concept, like what is
the Overlord starts off with one of your main characters. He's like a businessman, tech savvy type of nerd. He gets, when I say isekai, he goes to another world. So he knows he's in another gaming world, and he really just wants to start his own kingdom. And it's like, it's pretty good. That's why I say strategic, because he'll start recruiting these different demons and magical, species. He'll build stuff up. And when I do say raw, some of the ways they fight and kill people, it gets raw. So one of the Yeah, one of the biggest art that got censored. Like when I said the art got censored, they couldn't really animate it right. The main character, he had crushed. What's her name? Clementine. He crushed the girl Clementine to death. So I mean, it was like,
Like
yeah, huh?
how?
He grabbed, so Clementine is one of the main villains, and like she tried to sabotage and try to kill him, but the dude was so OP, like he had really good strong powers of this character that he had created himself. He grabbed her, and he looks like a skeleton. So if you pull him up, one of the main characters, he looked like an old lich. He looks like he got the heavy coat and all the other stuff, but he grabbed the girl, he gave her a hug, and like organs and blood, it was crazy. Like he crushed her to death. He crushed and suffocated to death. So when it gets raw, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it gets raw. So some of these isekai animes is funny. Some of them are cute, but some of them get raw and like really dark. Like that's what I said. One of the first isekai was the Digimon series. Like the Digimon was like one of the best series in the 90s, right? But if you read the manga or if you look at the lore, nah, man, it be talking about global civilizations. These Digimons are alive. There's cults, there's tribes, racism, bigotry. The children, the Digi-Destined, they were sold off. People trying to get hurt and killed, mass genocide. It goes crazy. But when you watch the anime, you like, oh, it's these monsters fighting, and be like, nah, it gets dark. It gets really dark, or it just gets all jacked up. Because matter of fact, one of the characters in Digimon is literally the like a cyber reincarnation of Lucifer. I said, oh Lord. But we ain't gonna get into Digimon. Digimon's too long. Like Digimon, there's over 2,000 Digimon, and that's in all. Each of them could talk about their story, how they live, how they work with their civilization, and it's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. So Digimon. It was still popular, especially in Japan right now, because they're about to have another anime series and a new video game series. But here in the West, that's I said, a lot of stuff here that you'll see or talk about is starting to get more popular because not everything was desensitized or censored. You know what I'm saying? Look at some of the early stuff of anime in the 90s, but then now if you look at the early animes in 2010s. I mean, they go hard, but also if you look at animes back in the 80s, 70s, 80s, people were getting killed on screen on anime, and that was cool to watch. But nowadays, depending on what time or where you grew up, stuff was just censored to the max, or stuff was just cut off, and you didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like whoa, because it's just crazy. Because that's just how that's all it is. With how you show and market your stuff worldwide. One of my favorite anime series is One Piece. Man, One Piece has been censored, cut off, banned, blocked all over the world. Because back in, in America, we had the 4Kids dubs. It wasn't, 4Kids back. It used to work with Fox. It couldn't show the anime characters with guns. It really couldn't show sword fights, blood, killing. And you were like, what? That don't make no sense. But when you get older and you watch it, you be like, wow, if they didn't show this and that, this don't add up. You know what I'm saying? You be like, what is this? But, that's just how you are. A lot of people, they can grow up. It's like, oh, it's easy stuff. But then you're like, oh, shoot. Either what I watched was really raw and uncut, or they were like, wow, I got the short end of the stick. I got the crappy censored version. And then, you got to start seeing what you want to watch. But it's your own taste.
Yo, what is this right here, Michael?
Yo, what?
It right here, Isekai. What is that?
Isekai is that genre that I talked about. Isekai, like I said, it's a type of genre where the main character will either get teleported or transferred, or if they got killed, they get reincarnated into a new world. That's the isekai is just a genre. So you can be working at home with the dogs, and then like you can a magic portal opens up, and then you're in a magical world, or you're in a sci-fi world. You're just in a different world with creatures or just different stuff, and then you have that knowledge that you're in a different world. That's what makes it pretty cool. You got that knowledge, so you're kind of like playing your own video game character. That's really all it is. You're playing your own video game character. But some isekais, that's what I said, they're really funny, but some of them they get really, they get raw, they get uncut. Some stuff that is like wow, like Overlord. I do not really recommend Over for a lot of people, especially new people if they want to get into fantasy. It's not the bloodiest, but it'll get pretty dark, and then you're just like, oh, and I'm not going to talk about that. But anyways, yeah, I've been talking for so long. Like I said, I recommend the Mega Man Giga Mix series, 1 through 3. Also, the Mega Man Mega Mix series, which is like I said, the first of the series, 1 through 3. The only reason why I don't talk about the Mega Mix is because it's pretty quick and the story isn't gonna really grab you because the story of the first of the Mega Mix, like I said, it's gonna talk about the same thing. Why Dr. Wily, evil robots, they gotta escape, this and that, and that's it. And that's all the stuff that you'll play in the first video games. But the Giga Mix, they show other stuff. Like this is like whoa. So that's all for me on mine end. On my end, that's what I said. This is for anybody, young, old, new. This is what you want to look into. It's cheap, and you can't go wrong. All right, I'm done for right now.
But yeah. It sounds real interesting because I'm definitely, you know me, I'm definitely a Mega Man fan. And when you brought up Rockman and Cutman, I actually had their action figures growing up, and plus I had Mega Man, and then I had what's his dog's name? Jupiter? No. What's Mega Man's dog's name?
Rush. Rush.
That's what it was. I ended up having Rush. I remember my mom took me to Toys R Us on Christmas and bought me all 4 of them. And I mean, I was like, this is dope. And but yeah, and then again, on Nintendo, you got to fight Cutman, Rockman, and several other ones too. But Cutman was definitely my favorite, man. I liked him too in the I guess the cartoon, because it wasn't an anime, was it?
There was an old cartoon. Like when I mean old, the first cartoon was what, back in the 80s, 90s, and it looked weird because it looked humanoid. There was an old cartoon, and then there was
what I watched then.
Then there was a classic of the video game cartoon, and then that's another thing. And Mega Man being an anime cartoon, because there's gonna be some little difference of them, but yeah, it's been, that's what I said. That's one. That's, if it's not the icon of Capcom, it's one of the top two, top 3. But that's how it is. So yeah, go ahead.
Now you good? Okay. All right. I was about to say, I thought I grabbed the wrong book.
Yeah.
But no, it's the right one. Right here, what I want to talk about, man, is probably one of the my favorite Batman stories that I've read, and I got the absolute version. There's a ton of different versions of this, man. It's crazy how many versions. Let me see where we at. There we go. Versions of this there is, but I thought it was blue, but it is. It's blue. I was like, how come it's orange? It's blue right here. Then if you look at the other side, it's got that orange slip going on the side. But it's by Jeff Loeb. As a matter of fact, here in a couple months, they're coming out with an omnibus. Not of this one. No, wait, is it? No, I'm sorry. I'll take that. Man, I ain't finna get that. They got the key. I'm in the middle of something.
Oh man, that's hilarious. They try to get you on your live.
Yeah. Anyways, so my bad. I take that back. They have an omnibus of this out now. So this is one of the parts. I think there's 3 parts, and this is my favorite. A lot of people's favorite too. But yeah. So I liked it so much I had to get the absolute. This right here is expensive as all get out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I want to say I paid like $50 for it.
Woo.
Yeah, if you get the omnibus is the complete story, all 3 parts. It's like $45. So I went ahead and had to copy because, like I said, it's amazing. The art, it's decent.
Yeah.
It's nothing. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely not the greatest.
It's cool. We don't lie on here. That's what I said. This is that's what I said with this live chat. People can have their own opinions, but that's our own personal take. So let's say my art style could be different. That's like that 70s. Yeah, that's like that gruff 70s, 60s, 70s style.
So I like that right there, but a lot of it though is pretty cheesy to me. But you know me, man, I really don't care. I definitely enjoy the art, and that's more of the icing on the cake. But more important to me is the story. And honestly, man, when I was reading it, like the art doesn't even like I just get so immersed into the story that I like don't even pay attention to the art, like in the sense of judging it. More so, it's like part of the story, and I'm like, ooh, whoa, oh, okay, whoa, this is what's going on. Oh shoot, look, the Joker. You know what I mean? There you go. So that was a pretty dope art right there. I'm trying to find one that had me like, dude. But now going over it, oh man, I like this one. Check this out.
Oh, that's nice.
Joker right there, looking all sinister. But pretty much, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But pretty much, the story has to deal with a murder. Because Batman is the world's greatest detective.
Yeah.
This definitely covers that more aspect of Batman, and this particular
the person that got murdered, the victim,
murderer, he is killing people on holidays. So he's coming around on holidays and murdering people. So, ooh, that's dope right there. I'm about to show this one. Dang it, I flipped it. Did I lose it? Oh, this is dope. I like this. Joker.
Out reading the paper.
I think that's dope. How they got him sitting on a stool like that. Creepy like. But so yeah, so it's definitely mind-boggling and messes with your mind because you're like, oh shoot, I know exactly who he is.
If you can give an age group, you think this will be something for young kids, teenagers, people that has a good mindset? Would you recommend the age group for that series, the little comic book series?
I would definitely recommend it for somebody older because if I'm not mistaken, there's definitely sex in it, but I don't believe it shows any nudity.
Okay.
But I could be mistaken. Some of the art is definitely very sexualized. As you can see right here with Batman and Catwoman. I should always do that. But I'm trying to go through it and see if there was any in there, but I don't think.
So if there is, don't show it on the book. Don't show it on the stream.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna show that. Mess around, and get demonetized. Yeah. But it's definitely got murder. Of course, got blood in it. It's a little gory. Yeah, but I don't see any nudity, so I don't think it does. But don't quote me on that. So I would just say, a teenager, older teenager. You have to decide that on your own. But I don't think it does have any nudity. But it's definitely a phenomenal story, man, and it's got its ups and downs and its twists and turns, and it's just got you all over the place. Like, I kid you not, man, there was probably 3 different times, when I was like, oh, it's this person, oh, it's that person, and so that's what made it very interesting because you would read one issue and you get towards the end and you'd be like, this got to be him. And then all of a sudden you'll get to 2 or 3 issues later and you're like, it'll have you questioning like, really him? And then, you'll get a little bit farther and you'll be like, no, it can't be him because it's this dude. So it's pretty dope because while you're reading it, it's throwing you little hints and like little clues and different objects and stuff. So it kind of makes you kind of really feel like the detective.
Trying to break it down, try to figure out the evidence and clues. Yeah.
So it was really dope. So then I'm not gonna spoil it. You get to the end.
Yeah, you'll figure out who the murderer is.
What in the world? You know what I mean? So I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's one of my all-time, if not my personal favorite Batman story that I've ever read. And I mean, I remember the first time, reading it, I just couldn't put the book down. So when I found out it was coming in Absolute, I was like, oh man, forget this. First day buy, So and Absolutes, are pretty good for being able to come across them. There are some that do go out of print, but them being more of a higher price because they are. I think I want to say it's the highest when it comes to comics. You got your singles, of course, they're the cheapest. You got your trade paperbacks, then you got your hardcovers. Well, I forgot. Yeah, because no, you got your trade paperbacks, then you got your collected editions, then you got your hardcovers, and then you get your omnibuses, and then you get your absolutes. Because absolutes, man, it's nothing for them to cost $75. But I don't recommend getting no absolute. They have this in a hardcover. So you could pick that up for like, I want to say just the Long Halloween. You can pick it up for like maybe $15. So. And it's definitely a really good quality book that you can, I know a guy, he reads it every holiday. I'm sorry, every Halloween. He picks it up and reads it because it's that good. So it's definitely a book that you could read again and pick up a whole lot more stuff. So definitely Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, those are the ones who wrote this. I definitely enjoy Jeff Loeb. But yeah, that was that. And then I had another one as well. I didn't like this one as much.
Go ahead and let me know what it is.
What's up? Oh, as the Long Halloween, but is that right? No, there we go. So All-Star Superman, which this came out. Oh man, I forgot this one has a cover sleeve, a sleeve cover. So, dope. Let me see this one. But the art, it was different, than more unique, than a lot of comics. But also, the writer Grant Morrison, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan, but the story was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. And then being penciled, by Frank Quietly, and the colorer was Jamie Grant, and matter of fact, a lot of people don't know, but the people who created Superman, they were Jewish.
Yep. Yeah, there was, and it was during wasn't it World War I or II? I remember.
Yeah, it was one of those, but a lot of people don't know too. If it wasn't for the Jews, there wouldn't be the comic community.
Oh, of course.
The Jews is what really started comics, as in the comics that we know of now, today.
Even some of the earliest manga series and creators, I mean, they wrote about the propaganda with war and the devastation of what happened in Nagasaki.
Yeah, you're right. One of my favorite ones is a anime about that. I know you've seen it. It's the story about the boy and the girl, and after the war, and she ends up getting sick.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so yeah, I want to say that's the Grave of the Fireflies. I might be. That's it. Yeah, that's like one of the most. Yeah. We ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, that's gonna really get people emotions tearing up. That's a movie that. I mean, I love it, but I can't watch it because this makes me feel some type of way. But go ahead, tell me about All-Star Superman real quick.
But yeah, pretty much, you know, this isn't a spoiler because it happens in the first issue. You know, you find out literally on the first page, you find out Superman is dying. So with this story, it's pretty much Superman going through his life knowing he's dying and what he does in his final days. And, you know, what he does is pretty dope. You know, go ahead, Michael. Go ahead.
No, and I want to throw it out too with the All-Star Superman. That is one of the popular comics. There is an animated movie of it because I remember I watched it and my dad gave me some of the comics of the series All-Star Superman. So you go ahead, but I want to let everybody know you can watch the All-Star Superman animated movie because I believe it's on Hulu, but it's out there, it's online. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Superman, he's dying. Yeah, he's just living his life. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find some dope art. His art is a little bit.
Try to find the one where he was facing I think he was facing Samson. He was facing the two warriors.
Oh yeah, I just passed that up because I came across a version of Doomsday.
Yep.
I didn't like that version of Doomsday.
And let me tell y'all, with the All-Star Superman, this Superman is like, you know how Superman is OP, but this one, the dying Superman, or what he do towards the end, it's crazy. Like he has the god powers. Like some of the stuff that he does, or the way he talks, or what he does, it's crazy phenomenal. And I remember because that's one of the Superman stories that I still remember in my memory. Because one thing in the series, while he's looking for some good art pages, I can help him out. One of the crazy things, he'll show his true identity to Lois Lane. They'll try the marriage. Who's that? Samson, the two warriors.
Yep.
Yeah. So one thing, he gives Lois Lane superpowers, which is crazy because it's pretty cool. Those two warriors that he showed is Samson, and I can't remember the other dude, but they wanted to win the heart of Lois Lane, and those two warriors are like one of the strongest people in the galaxy. Superman, he answers the world's toughest question. It did some crazy stuff, and then one of them, Lex Luthor, he's part of the series. He gets Superman-like powers. And I remember that was something crazy because he's also, Lex Luthor. He got a hate boner for Superman. He hates him. He loves him. That's all he is. So he was like, I'm gonna get Superman's power. So that's an interesting fight you'll see in there. The Doomsday, yeah. And then towards the end, what happens with Superman and his life, or what he becomes and what happens to him, it's pretty good. But I'm gonna let y'all know, yeah, this Superman is like, it's this crazy. It keeps one up. It keeps one up in the next stuff that he does. It's his bucket list. It's Superman's bucket list, but it's like he just does crazy stuff. Like it was something amazing because as he's dying, he's getting stronger. So we'll talk about that too in the series. But it's a good. I remember that's what I say. I remember that when I was a little kid, and here I am older, and I was like, oh yeah, I was like, I know that series. What's that? Is that the key? I can't. Who that?
This is the Lex Luthor when he was getting Superman's power.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he was fighting.
He ended up doing something. It was like he was like something like with a syringe.
No, he was about to get put to death. Yeah. So Lex Luthor was going to be put to death, and one of his last meals, Lex Luthor being Lex Luthor, he was like, I want my last drink. So I think they gave him the lethal injection, or they electrocuted him. They did one of the others, but it jumpstarted his superpowers. And Lex Luthor just started going crazy. Yeah, I remember that. So, but yes, Superman All-Star. The art's not bad. What am I doing? Why am I talking?
Now you go ahead, Michael. Go ahead.
In my take of Superman stories, like I said, All-Star was one that I remember. The Reign of Superman. Oh my gosh, that's what I might need to do. I might need to find a comic because I think I got a paperback of it. That's one of the stories that I remember, the Superman Doomsday, and then oh gosh, there's like one more Superman story. But anyways, All-Star, I remember that one because this was like, hey, how's Superman gonna do when he's actually knowing that he's going to die? That's and it's like he's so humble. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's one of the greatest things. People will always be upset with Superman. He's too powerful, or he could have done this, and that. And one thing that could really stump people, yeah, he's an alien, and that's what I say, yeah, he is a Superman, but he's gonna be the most human person that you're gonna see in the comic books. Being written right, Usually he is. I haven't really come across a comic book series because I don't really read a lot of them of Superman that they done them dirty. There's been a couple, but that's what I'm saying. Like you can't really hate the Man of Steel. I mean, yeah, you can. People get upset. They be like, he should have done this, this, and that, or like he could have stopped this. But Superman gives everybody a chance. Like sad how it is. He's the Boy Scout. He gives people chances and he does what he wants, try to do to help out, and he really tries to lead and be a normal person. But you Superman, you one of the most powerful beings in the universe. Like you can't have that. You can't have that. But the Superman All Stars definitely that's something that if you kind of want to see, okay, how he gonna really live out a peaceful life? What's he gonna do? And that's what I said. Him interacting with Lois Lane because you always gotta have Lois with Superman. He gives her powers. He was like, I want you to be, see how it is to be like me. Lex Luthor got powers. It was like crazy good. And I said I won't spoil toward the end. Daniel, you can show him what he looks like because does it have the picture with him in the sun? The picture does it have a picture of him with the sun towards the end. Does it have that?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's one of the really good pictures, and even in the comic book community, they was like that's one of the most powerful Superman you're gonna see. It's like the All Star Superman, because as I said, when I mean he broke the laws of physics with some of the powers that he was doing and reality. But perfect book if you want to get y'all to look at it and read.
Oh my bad, wrong one. Sorry.
No, you good. Yeah, if you can't see it, he's like bathing and just relaxing in the sun. It's crazy. It's crazy powerful. But yeah. All right, boss man. We hit that hour mark. So you got anything else you want to talk about? Keep on going.
I want to say, yeah, because it is later. Yeah, it's 10:11. We hit about an hour exactly. Honestly, shoot, I'm about to go ahead. Honestly, I'm about to go ahead and do my rounds. Let the dogs out, walk them. Do all that stuff.
That's all good.
But it's definitely interesting hearing about Mega Man because I'm definitely a Mega Man fan.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna give a quick shout out again to the Chaos Sun. Yeah, I read the Red Sun Superman. Yeah, that's the one with the Soviets took him over. So that's another good Superman series to see how he does. Take care, nice guy talking. Yeah, see Chaos Guns. I just want to get again a quick shout out for all the people that came in on the live stream. If you came to talk, comment, cool. Like I said, these are live. This is stuff that these are our live streams. This is our hobby stuff that we like. So we're just gonna keep it up, keep it going. Probably in the future, we're probably gonna start doing some time limits to even out the times. But that's what I said. That's how we love this passion because me just talking about one. That's what I said. I gotta limit myself to one manga book or one issue because I'm gonna be everywhere. But like you said, one manga book that I was talking about, I took over 40 something minutes, and then he's talking about two comic book series, and I already knew about one of them, and I read and watched the movie of it. So we just big nerds, the big book bros. So again, a quick shout out for all the people. If you came from the other live stream, if you just want to see how we do, we're gonna do this every weekend. That's what I said. We usually try to hit that time limit. We try to start it around 9, and we're gonna try to leave it around an hour. We might do it less, we might do it more. We'll just see how things go. Just keep following him at Greco Bullet Camp to see what we do. See what we post on YouTube, Instagram, all our social media, Facebook. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Big Mike _1003. My YouTube channel is like Digital Master Blaster. It's a dead channel, but if you want to follow, I'll try to save and put stuff over there. And this is a big old shout out. So just keep the lookout and see how stuff is. Oh shoot! I just got somebody from Instagram. They just followed me, so hey, give a shout out to there. All right, cool. So I'm done talking, and we'll just keep a lookout for what we're gonna be posting. And yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, that beard look good, Michael.
Oh, of course. Thank you. I got to start trimming. I can't. My head looking at. Yeah.
Oh man, you did a good job. I can see it. It's lined up real good.
The chin strap connected. Yes. I
Oh,
got the mustache. All right, we done talking
right.
about hair. I'll
Good.
talk to you
Good.
later, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
I'll see y'all later.
Later, dude.